Alright, I think that's everything started. Hello. Hello, Ruth. Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be continuing work on building up the biome that I am making. We did some work last week on it. And I think the first thing we're gonna do, besides avoid some of the mobs over there, is continuing digging up the grass over there and replacing that with sand. I have official permission from my cousin. She does not care if I stream, so we are good. So we can definitely do another one next week. And who knows? Maybe I'll do something, not this week, but maybe I'll do a second stream next week. I need more shovels, so we'll go back over to... Thank you! I'm glad you enjoyed the shaders. Need some shovels. So we'll go back over to the crafting table. Hey, if I have a big, beefy computer, what else point of big, beefy computer than to play pretty game? And this is how I enjoy the game. So we'll play it pretty. Even though my computer could get much better frames if I didn't run it, but I think it's the amount of frames you get doesn't really matter after 120. Alright. I think we got pretty close to getting all of this sand replaced. I need to grab more sand. Hopefully... I think I have it in the chest and I just emptied my inventory. Anyway, how's your week been, Ruth? I hope it's been good. The music feels really loud to me. It's probably less loud to you. Definitely less loud. Alright. Got the sand, got the shovel, we are ready to start. Just need to put this in the offhand. No, not that. There we go. I want to try and avoid having path blocks. Well, that's not what I wanted. Very good, actually. I'm glad. My week is pretty good. I went to a botanical garden. So that was very fun. So bad at placing. Wait, it's just the water. It's not okay. This is fine. We're fine. I went to a botanical garden. That was very fun. I went by myself, so I got to do something that I don't normally get to do, which is just kind of linger in a spot for a while doing art studies. That was nice. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes, especially if you're traveling with a group of people. I mean, the last time I did a drawing trip, it wasn't necessarily only a drawing trip. I went over to the zoo, and then each one of my friends took a turn staying back with me while I just did things. They didn't have to stay with me, I would have been fine just catching up, but they're nice. They like hanging out with me. It was also a good way to get some one-on-one time. You know, it's different hanging out with a large group of people and then hanging out with them one-on-one. So I got a little mix of both doing that. A botanical garden? A botanical garden is essentially where the entire focus is on the plants. It's like botany. Just so many plants. I like traveling around them because a lot of life is filled with gardens that are either very small or the only portion of the garden that is truly cared for is the grass. And I think it's a nice change of pace when the focus is on the plants that are growing inside rather than the grass that's on the ground. Yeah, I really love my friends. It's very sweet of them to stay back and hang out with me. Was there anything in particular that made your week good? Or was it just good vibes, good things happening? Or at least no bad things happening? Oh, one of the things that I did, when we got off last week, I hung out on the server for like another hour or so with my friend, and I did a little nether trip at one point, and I have a little thing to show you guys. Actually, I can go over there now. Just need to get across all of the random river points up the tree. I think you're really gonna enjoy what I found. My friend Danny has been on yet to see it, which once they come on, I think they'll really enjoy it, cause this will solve all of their issues with building the house. And you may be wondering, what's Danny's main issue with building the house? It is falling off. So I have the perfect solution. A happy ghast. Meet Billard. He's a lovely, dapper man. I had a busy week last week and this week, though I've been hanging out around people, birthdays, book clubs, and such, and it has been very restful. Ooh. Yeah, that does sound like a very exciting week. I'm glad it went well. Oh, almost fell over there. I think the trick is to just stand here. Yeah. So, I recently saw there's a couple different ways to actually get in. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna modify this over here to be an entrance. Because I thought briefly of going up and down, but we don't necessarily need to do that. We could do it from the side. So probably move the ghast over just a little bit so we can build an entrance right there. But we're gonna focus on biome first. Hello, Bill. Welcome to the stream. I was just showing off the happy ghast I found off stream last week. Just have like an enemies to friends thing going on over there. I think it's really funny. Or like bitter rivals that also get along. Something along those points. Yes, you and Bill. Because there's times you'll just be like lightly arguing / bantering in the comments, and then there'll be other times when you're like, oh, so excited to see each other. I think it's great. And there you go. I would say rivalry then. The most bitter of rivals, but you do miss each other when the other is gone. I'm so excited to clear out I'm so excited to clear out the dirt here, because I think this will look really nice as just like a little beach cove. Maybe have... I think I'll reinforce the stone here, and then have the trees farther up and around. I think that's the vibe I want. And of course, just as I get back from giving a little tour of the Happy Ghast, it is turning night again. How lovely. I could always take this opportunity to enchant the other shovel, because I'm just working with a bare shovel here. It would probably be better if I at least gave it a base enchantment. I don't have that many levels, but I could at least do that. Ruth, I prefer you to giant spiders. I prefer you to a human-eating leviathan. I mean, Ant was working hard to be #1. So if they join the stream again, you guys might get dethroned by them. Though they might have a curfew, so you might have a chance to beat them. Where's my there they are. My precious materials. I could make more shovels too. I don't think I'll have enough levels to actually enchant it, but we can see. Unbreaking. And I'm probably not... I might. Okay. I could try and breed the cows, but I don't care that much. This is still faster than stone. I'm starting to see the psychological benefit of ranking people in the comments section based on how much they're talking. Like, in the game, it's not seen as a very precious material, but in real life, it's so valuable. I think at least on ancient people's standards, it's like level with gold in terms of just preciousness. It just had a really good blue hue, and I think it made good jewelry. Yeah, nowadays it's like mostly people know it for that, but back in the day, it was quite infamous. I wonder if the length of a comment also contributes to your #1 status. Like the amount of characters that are in it. Because I think it would be very silly if someone did a whole bunch of 1-word, 2-word responses in the comment section. Just a lot of them. To get #1. I would have to look it up, but I feel like they would want to at least encourage comments to be more insightful. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving YouTube too much credit. I was like, is that stone or is that clay? It is stone, because I removed the hill. In a group session with my friends again on Minecraft. I think it's been like a good week since we've hung out in the server together, so I need to plan that. Sometimes in order to do things you want, you need to do it yourself. Plan it yourself, instead of asking someone else to. Or expecting them to. I think I'm gonna run out of sand before I get all of this covered. Does this mean I'm gonna need to go find another desert? This might mean that. I think I know vaguely that there's one. It's not close, but there's one near-ish, relatively. I'm not sure. Now, if I want to confirm that, I need to collect diamonds to be able to pay the cartographer to tell me where it is located. Oh, that makes sense. That's probably a factor. Bill and I are both at 75 XP. I don't even know what that means. I assume that's just how much you've commented in the quality of it. So quality to it. I was skateboarding today and I was trying to learn some tricks. Emphasis on trying. Hey, that's closer than someone who just says they're gonna learn a trick, but then never does, because they're too scared to try. Trying is the first step to succeeding. I know this is a strange question, but how open are your friends? You mean open in the sense of like, as in like, online-wise? I need you to elaborate on that. Striking is not in this world. I've given him a singular role, which is to manage the seed map for me, because I found out how powerful it could be, and I didn't like it, in the sense of I didn't like the temptation. So instead of like completely barring it from something I was able to do, I just gave him the job of managing it. And then I would pay some random villager in the world to essentially trash some diamonds I would pay them. And then Corbin could get me some coordinates to the thing I was looking for. That way it would feel more balanced. I could actually read you the rules that I came up for myself. Because this world does have cheats on it. Because my friend set it up and I didn't. And they like playing with cheats on, which, fair enough. Me personally, I don't usually play with cheats, so I didn't like how it felt, or at least I didn't like the bargaining I kept making for myself, so I made a couple rules. Rules for myself so that I would be able to enjoy the world without feeling like I was bargaining with myself all the time with some of the cheats. Like, they'll talk on streams and participate in the community. I don't know. I would have to ask them specifically. Hold on. I would have to ask them specifically what their feelings are on it. I don't think most of them would mind, but it's not something I would spring on them. It would be something I would have a conversation with them about. Like, they might just, like, randomly pop around as a silent figure to just, like, hang around and maybe mess slightly. But I don't know how much they would want to participate in streams. Okay, so let me read out the rules that I have made for myself. This was also a good opportunity to build some lore up in the world to help make things more intriguing for myself. And it ended up being a way to make things, instead of completely limiting myself from not using the cheats, I gave it an in-world reason on how this would be available to me. So then instead of feeling like something that makes the world easy, it makes the world more interesting. So, game mode switching is limited to spectator mode. Can't be used for mining, can only be used for navigating when lost for more than 2 hours. The main thing is, I just want to make it fun. If something is limiting the fun, then I might be more lenient on it being used. And then I was also thinking I could add some in-game NPCs who I could then pay to allow me to use some of the cheats for a set period of time. 2, teleportation commands is a different section of magic, or difficult section of magic. Only the most skilled witches can use this magic. A certified magic witch can be paid 30 diamonds plus their materials for their services. Teleportation is one-way trip. So essentially, if I got the coordinates from the cartographer to go to this random biome that is very far away, I can only teleport there. I can't teleport back. I have to walk back. So then that will make me reconsider, do I want to actually teleport that far? Do I want to travel there? Is it necessary? And that's the thing I want to constantly question myself. Is this necessary, or am I doing it just because it's easy? Seed maps are only to be accessed through cartographers. They hold the secrets to accessing them close to their chest. Corbin is the cartographer. You have to go through him to get the cords. Mending books. You can only use mending books from fishing. We'll see if this one stays. I'm not sure if mending is going to be a huge issue for me, because I haven't really played long enough in the game to essentially kit out myself to the 9th degree. 9th degree? Whatever. I don't know if I've played enough of that to have that be uninteresting to me. We'll see. We'll see. I think that was, yeah, that's the last thing. Yet. Why would I try and find loopholes into a rule rules I made for myself? That just seems silly. I'm deliberately not trying to think of loopholes for myself, because I'm sure there are. But I made the rules because I didn't want to bargain with myself, so I feel like finding loopholes would just be another case of bargaining. And I just want to play the game without question on what I'm supposed to be doing, or making myself feel guilty for doing something. It seems silly. I feel kind of silly for feeling guilty about using cheats. I've categorized this as something that I find the most fun for myself. So if making myself just a list of arbitrary rules to make the game more fun for me is what I need to do, and that's what I'm gonna do. And these are just rules for me. If any of my friends want to just play around with cheats for the heck of it, I don't care. Because the most important part is just having fun. I did put it on the lectern though, so if my friends did want to join me with the rules, it would be easily accessible. That, and I would have it in a place that is accountable for me to just check back and look. To confirm or easily edit. Don't quite know why I'm farming right now. I think I just started doing it for the heck of it. Okay. Put the rest of the seeds in there. I might need to put a chest to just store extra bone meal right there. 'Cause I don't necessarily need bone meal right now. You already second-guessed yourself once. How do you mean? I think, are you talking about on stream, or are you just like lightly commenting on the fact that I needed the rules to begin with? I don't know if the mending rule will stay. Well, yeah. The point of the rules is to make things fun. And I haven't played enough with mending to know if that's a good rule for me or not. Because it technically is not cheating in the game to just find a villager who will give you mending books. That is not something that's like against what Mojang wishes. That's just something naturally in the game. So it's like in-game mechanic. But I know some people go, oh yeah, this in-game mechanic can sometimes be just a race to upgrade your tools. But also, I'm not racing currently to upgrade my tools anyway. So I don't know if the mending rule is necessary. I put it there as a placeholder. The other ones, yes, I'm going to keep those in. But the mending one was just me testing out to see if there's anything else I wanted to add in. Hence why it is the least elaborated on. I don't have sand to fill this in, but I figured I could at least break the rest of the dirt and go from there. It's so much easier to get dirt than it is to get sand. You're either new... I think they were here before. I think they were there. Usual thing, or because they changed how leads worked? I think this is just because they changed how leads worked. Which would explain why the ghast was able to just essentially fly away completely from the leads, and it didn't snap the same way it would have before. I was watching a video today from Mumbo Jumbo, and he was talking about, this was a month old video, but essentially he was talking about how they changed the leads. So that would explain last week so much better. think our next little adventure will be figuring out where a desert biome is. I know there's one around here. I just haven't seen it with my own eyes. A map is just paper and redstone. I could start building a hall of maps. Because I haven't messed too much with cartography within the game. That might be something fun to explore. Okay. My guy. You got one llama who is having not so great of a time right now. What you doing? What sentence? You guys gotta elaborate on the sentence, because the delay is enough that I'm like completely past what I just talked about. It's very silly. Okay. If I were to build a cartography house. Well, I was thinking about making... I could start planning out the building for the cartographer. Because there's a village just over there that I was planning on expanding into a seaside town. I was gonna lightly base it on Greek architecture. I guess that's where I could do it, like build up the house so he has like a big hall of cartography, like all of his maps to be displayed on the wall. I could do that. Okay. There's a desert nearby, I just haven't seen it. Rising Tome made it seem like some grand journey in place that might not exist. I see. Okay. Okay. So on my brief foray of the seed map, and then also just my adventuring on it around the world, I know that while this seems ocean-like, this is actually just like a big river, and the exit to get to the ocean is around over there, so past the village. And I think there's a radius around outside of this little river area that there's a desert, if I'm remembering properly. I have so much dirt. Okay. Which is a good thing, because we're gonna have to build up the walls at some point. Oh my. I might need to start putting the dirt in the basement. I hadn't realized how much dirt I was collecting from the changing out the beach into something sandy. To the basement we go. The right chest. That is precious materials. I think I'll make 3 more shovels and leave the rest in there. I still have dirt in my inventory. Natural materials here. Want that shovel. Mob drops. I do not need 29 fences in my inventory right now. I probably don't need that amount. Essentially, I'm just trying to clear out my inventory. Alright. I think for the most part we're good. Just need to make my shovels. Sleep. And then we can... Oh, hold on. Let's make a map. I don't have redstone yet. How do I not have redstone? I've gone on so many mining trips. How have I not found redstone yet? Alright, side quest time. Side quest for our side quest. I swear, we're never gonna get anything done. I'm having real if you give a mouse a cookie vibes right now. In order to go find... I want to build up my beach, but I need more sand. And in order to get more sand, I need to find a desert. And in order to find a desert, I need to go look for it. And in order to go look for it, I need a map. And in order to get a map, I need to go get redstone. In order to get redstone, I need to go mining. We're having a side quest on a side quest on a side quest right now. I need to go look for a desert. And I want to do that with a map. Because I want to start expanding my knowledge on the world. And I want to mess around with maps. So in order to do that, we need to go mining for redstone. Because I don't have redstone apparently. This place looks appropriately dangerous. Also, I just realized you can't mine redstone with a stone pickaxe. Luckily, there's redstone right there, which is great, except for the fact that I don't have a stone pickaxe. Okay, hold on. Don't have necessary materials. Those damned fetch quests. I know, I swear. That's what makes the game interesting and fun. Just having fetch quests. Random things to do. It'd be really nice if I had shouldn't have taken the wood out of my inventory. Why did I do that? You always need wood, eventually. It's like the base crafting thing. At some point I need to add the minecart track right there. Please let me have... No. Okay. Alright. Back to the house. I need to make an iron pickaxe. If I was really efficient about this, I would have made the iron pickaxe long before. Nope, I moved the iron. It's not helpful It's not really all that helpful. Alright. Okay. Just need to go into the basement. I'll get my things, and then I'll be ready, and it'll be all great. Have a wonderful time. Getting my head of myself over here. Okay, iron pickaxe. You know exactly where the redstone is. I get drops of multiple, and really, I only need one. I'm chuckling to myself at Bill's last comment. Yeah, he was quoting me. Because I was not sure what he was referring to at first. I have a theory that most people are in fact quotable. It's just most of the time people aren't listening to the quotes. So really a lot of the quotes are just made between a couple people. So then stuff that could be like really profound life advice just is left undiscovered by the general people. Because their life isn't broadcast. Hence why you get so many compilations of people. Ooh! Bonus! So many compilation videos of streamers and people who make videos just saying the most random and sometimes profound stuff. Because you get to hear a lot of their words. I swear, if I get more lapis than redstone, we're good. We're good. Just barely, though. Lapis, does a lapis block drop? I only mine 2. I mine 2, like 2 or 3. I feel like I only mine 2 though. I quote my brother a lot. Mostly just stupid stuff though. Hey. If you can't make fun of your brother, what's the point? But part of the requirement of making the minecart that goes all the way down is mining a 3x4 tunnel all the way down. Because it's nice not hitting your head on the top of things. Very specific. On the top of the stone. I don't need a concussion today. Nor ever, but preferably not today. I probably don't need this much sugarcane, but that is okay. You need to go back into the basement because I did not grab the iron. 1 lapis block. Great, I guessed correctly that time. It wasn't so much a guess as I remembered. Okay. Compass. Paper. Surround paper with compass. Empty map. And then how does one make a cartography table? Well, that's easy. Okay. I want to try and expand the map. See how that goes. I don't know if that's possible, but I want to make the radius of it bigger. So if I make another... I feel like I'm going... That's too much. I feel like I'm going to need to explore first before I can expand the map. Made that correctly before. Only if you have Silk Touch. Okay. So, I'm guessing... Wait a second. Does a cartography table only replicate maps? Is that the entire point of the cartography table? I think it is. Dang it, okay. I want it to expand the map. So if I put two maps together, or can I like surround the maps with other no? I swear there's a way to expand the map. Or is it just each one's a chunk and then you just deliberately line it up so you go chunk by chunk? I swear there was a bigger way to make them bigger. All I've got is empty map. Am I gonna have to Google this? It's not intuitive. I'm going off of half-based memory here. Minecraft maps. Map is an item used to explore terrain. Awesome. Yes. Zooming out. That's what I want to do. Zooming out. A cartography table can also be used to zoom out, taking only one piece of paper per zoom level. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Paper bottom map. I need to start the map before I can start messing with it. Okay, we're bringing the cartography table with us. Oh. No! You don't have more of that. Dang it! Okay. Wait, you can expand maps? Yeah! Hermitcraft does it. You know those really big maps of the server that they make sometimes? Those are from the expanded maps. Like, you can time it perfectly and, like, base it on chunk, but then you can also just expand the map. And that's easier. Do I? Yes, I do. Awesome. Okay. And then we can just... There we go. It never happened. I just made the workspace bigger. What are you talking about? Nothing happened. It's nighttime. Okay. Okay. This is fine. So we're bringing cartography table with us. Plenty of paper. Let's drop off some things in my inventory that I picked up in the last 5 minutes or so. We can put the redstone in valuables. as well as the lapis. Probably don't need the iron. I don't need that tiny bit of sugarcane. I can take those. Oh, wait. I can take a bundle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put those things away, and then we'll use the bundle to carry all of the ingredients I need for... That goes in the food chest. We can carry the map ingredients in here. I won't be able to put the cartography table because that's one slot, but I can put at least those two things in there. And that will be less, which is better. I can put some of the wood in there too. Awesome! I was gonna ask if animals exist in Minecraft. What am I thinking? I'm trying to think of a better name for Silk Touch, and I thought about delicate mining animals. A better name for Silk Touch. I don't know if there is a better name for it. Delicate hand? I don't know. I put my wood in here. I don't know how many beds I've made, but I need more. Back in there. Put that back in. Oh, we do have snowballs. I have something to track the ghast. Alright, that's fun. That's nice. We'll take a boat with a chest. Cool. I don't know if I want to keep that in there. Hello, Schnorkenboil. I hope the sand is nice and sandy. It's certainly going. I ran out of sand, so we're going on an adventure to find sand. I did a small quest, a side quest to go get some redstone so I could make a map, because I think it would be fun to essentially expand, or not expand, have a dedicated cartographer who essentially records the world in maps. So, I'm going... we ran out. We're going to go find some, though. So, fear not, sand content will be back. I want to find a good desert, though, because I'm kind of tired of digging into this sandy... like the not best sand deposits. I require the best sand deposits. Okay. So this is the exit. So we'll quickly record these chords in chat. This is -421. And then 51. Okay. I'm like going half based on memory here. There's like a mushroom island out this way. Kinda in this direction. That's where I found a lush cave. That is a bunch of drowned. Okay. I exclusively come to these streams for the fish and sand content. The fish content has been lacking lately. I'm sorry. I can up... Oop, there's the mushroom biome. I can up the fish content if you want. fishing stream, I guess. I feel like we're going in the wrong direction for sand. I don't know if there's any sand past the Mushroom Island. Oh, I'm sure there's some sand, but is it the best sand? Mushroom Island's big. Very dreary day for traveling, huh? I feel like we just passed through a biome. The sky went pink there for a second, right? Right? I'm not going crazy. Maybe I am going crazy. Boat's not moving. It's just me. That was my favorite bit when me and my family went on a cruise. It was like the first cruise I've been on. And we had, I don't know, my aunt really loves to deal dive. Yeah, I feel like I'm going in the wrong direction. This ocean's huge. Anyway, my aunt likes to deal dive, so we got like an unlimited drink package, which is impressive. And so one of my favorite bits on the boat was essentially to tell a person who's been drinking, don't worry, the boat's not moving, it's just you. Or if not that you're going to join, but what do you think are the most important things about Alyssa's channel? Intriguing to hear what you think is the most important thing about my channel. How did they react? Mostly good-naturedly. The best time to say the joke was when the boat, in fact, was moving. Oh no! That's a jungle! That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, well, I think now is a good time as any to open up one of the maps that I've got. What? That's just water! Huh? Okay, we're going on land. We're expanding this. The question is, how far can I expand the map before it gets ridiculous? I know this is sand. It's not what I'm looking for, though. I need a desert. Apparently I can't access the that unless I'm in the boat. Okay, so put the map up top. No, that's an empty map. I need paper. That's wood. I need paper. Unknown map. Okay. So I have to click on this to essentially expand it more. Or did I just need to open it? Can I expand it now that I've opened it? Yes! Awesome. And then I can open it again, and then I can expand it more. Perfect. Sorry, I stepped out for a second. For a bit. Join what? Okay, this map is steadily becoming more and more helpful. Okay. Aww. I've hit my limit. Okay. Okay. That'll be more useful than it was earlier, though. Okay, let's see. I think it's turning night, so let's bed here. Let me escape. Shift. Okay. Play. Yes. I'm disappointed in the official. What's wrong with the server? Is it just because it's dead? Well, not dead, but like lack of participation. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with the server? Most important part of the Alyssa's channels is Alyssa. I watch. Alright. Didn't realize that was. You're just here for my personality then, which that's flattering. You come every week no matter what I'm doing because you like what I'm doing. More so than you like how I'm doing something more so than what I'm doing. Wait, trying to get. What is wrong with the official Discord channel? If you tell me what's wrong with it, I can just fix it. You don't have to make a whole new group. That looks evil! That's so evil! Ah! There is a sea temple right there. Fantastic! Okay. Well, that's important to know. What chords are we at? I will note these down later in my friend's Discord group. Chords channel. Piping. I win, sure. Okay, great. Ocean Temple. So I don't necessarily want to go there. I already went that way. Okay. Just need to avoid the temple. Let's go from top to bottoms. Rules is fine. What is the point of announcements? The point of announcements is just if I need to announce something to server-wide for any reason, like for if I get enough, I don't know, like a change in rules or something, I don't know, just be able to announce something serious without going into it getting lost in a general channel. That's essentially what it's for. I know there's a couple things that are like wrong in the rules that I need to go back into because I essentially worked based off of one of my friends' Discord servers, so some stuff in there that would apply to her does not apply to me. I think I tried to remove it all, but I'm not sure if I did. I should probably not go towards the sea lanterns, but I'm curious. Oh, definitely should not go towards the sea lanterns. That's how people die. The water is very reflecty. It is! I kind of feel like I'm in a mirror realm. This map's just gonna be all ocean, I swear. They said messages and rules, so something was changed. Yeah. Yeah. I might need to look back over it. Oh. There's so much ocean. I knew there was an ocean around here, but I guess I didn't realize it was so prevalent. I guess that's what it means to be an ocean. There's an island right there. And I think another sea temple. They're just in line? I saw a guardian just floating in the waves. I might need to turn off the shaders real fast so I can see under the water. Alright, I'm turning off the shaders real fast. I keep seeing things in the water. Okay. There we go. I don't know if that made it better or worse, but now I can actually have a hope of seeing the dangerous things in the water. Sorry, absolutely no rush, but when do you think your animation Don't Look is going to be out? I think I'll be able to finish that within the month. Ideally, within the next 2 weeks. I have pretty much all of the coloring done, and now I just need to export all of the frames from Illustrate and put it into... what is this? There's drowned around here. What was I saying? I was thinking something. There's something. Words. Don't Look. I have all of that. I have that exported. I need to export that, and then I just need to do the compositing. So I should be able to do that relatively quickly. Ooh, I think this is... no, that's just a beach! We could collect some sand while we're here. This is not as close to spawn, so I'm not as concerned about destroying the natural look of the environment over here, but still... what a tease. What is general for in the server? Is that the Hermitcraft fan club, needle felting community? Is that for the map project? General is just for if you want to talk in the server with other people who are in the server. I don't know if we have a big enough community of people in the Discord that would necessitate needing to make different sections of the server quite yet. Because I've known I do multiple stuff, but I don't think I do those consistently enough to make a community based around them. I think the two things I do consistently enough to maybe do that is Minecraft and drawing. I do have an art channel for people who want advice. Speaking of, I think I have a person I need to reply to. Totally meant to do that earlier. Oops. Are you sure the desert exists? I am sure. I'm sure it exists. I know because I saw it on the seed map. I didn't like mark down its coordinates, but I do know it's located somewhere around here. And if we're having such a hard time finding it that I need the cartographer, then we need to go mining for diamonds. But also I need to actually build the cartographer house first before I actually, you know, recruit his services. You have 4,000 subscribers. If you can get 1% to be active in the Discord, some theming would be nice. Most of those subscribers are there for my Hermitcraft content. The people who are actually engaging in my community are mostly people who are joining the streams. A lot of the rest of them are there to see the next Hermitcraft content I come out with, which is fair. It's what a lot of my most popular videos are from. So I'm not surprised that a lot of the people who are subscribed to me, that's what they're looking for. I do not begrudge them for that, because I give it to them. Imagine if one of your friends team treed an entire desert. Wouldn't it be good? Because, you know, deserts are important too, I say, as I'm about to decimate the entire ecology of a desert. But that's why you can't just put a whole bunch of solar farms on top of a desert with no repercussions. Deserts do have a purpose. It's just not immediately obvious because they seem like they're dead wastelands, but they're not. There's a lot of life on deserts. It's actually very impressive that there's so much life in a desert. I've watched way too many nature documentaries featuring deserts and animals and biomes and creatures, whatnot. Are you watching Past Life? I am, but I'm definitely watching it slower than a lot of the other fans are. I'm mostly following Green's perspective at the moment. Their episodes are so long that I can only focus on one person at a time, so I'm just focusing on Green's perspective and a little bit of Gem's, though Gem and Green pretty much have the same perspective. They have slight differences, but if you're watching two of them, you're essentially getting about the same POV of what's happening around them. I can't think of one better use for a desert than a solar farm. I think deserts help I would need to check, but I think deserts help reflect back some of the sun. There's something that deserts do for the planet that isn't, like, immediately obvious in its sense of beneficial. And there's also little guys living there. Solar farms changed the ecology of a desert enough that we would start threatening their homes as well. No, what we need to do is just utilize the space that we've already cultivated, rather than keep taking more and expanding outwards. I'm talking about grass lawns again. Ooh. Did you know that they've been researching ways to harness power from ocean waves? Those ones are really cool. Essentially, they have structures of it's like a big floating buoy that floats up and down in the water, and that up and down motion is then transferred into electricity. I think it's very cool. And it's more consistent than solar farms are pretty consistent. It's more consistent than wind farms. It's just been really difficult because the ocean is very powerful, so you have to be able to build something that withstands that power. Same. I've been watching Grian, Jim, and Pearl. I usually watch their POVs, and I'm really glad they teamed. The only thing better would be if Mumbo were playing this One Leaf series and teamed with the villains. That would be fun. But hey, at least we got Mango. Mango was fun. And I'm sure if anyone else needs a sub, they'll just go up to Mumbo and be like, hey. I think it's so funny that he's playing on their account. He's not just like popping in onto the server with his account, with their skin, pretending to be them. No, he's accessing their account. I think that's so funny. It's probably easier that way too, just from the sense of the coding of the game with the life system. At least easier on Grian to just have him play on their accounts. Really goes to show you how much they trust each other, that they're willing to just allow their friend to be signed in onto their account. Yeah, I watched Mumbo play on the other accounts as a sub. But this beach, we don't care about this beach, so we're gonna mine this thing in a non-pretty way. The other one, I was being careful because we were kind of close, so I didn't want to entirely ruin the look of it. But this one, I don't care. We're so far out. To grab more shovels. And you know what? Just for you, Ruth, when we get back, we could do some fishing. Just a little bit of fishing. We could do like a little fishing Q&A if you want. Not that you guys can't ask questions now. Just if you have any burning questions, we could do like a little fishing Q&A. We had a small jump in people joining in. Hello, welcome to the stream. We're mining sand. It's very fun. Essentially, I need sand to build a beach, so we're decimating a beach to then transfer the sand to a different one. Well, I'm essentially building a biome, so I need materials. I was looking for a desert, couldn't find one, and so now we're just mining this instead, because it was a decent enough bit of sand, and I didn't have enough shovels to really necessitate needing to find a beach, or needing to find a desert, but I just wanted to find one. For, the future use, because I'm going to need a lot of sand in the future. I just know it. Is sand duplication glitch against the rules? I haven't really messed too much with duplication, at least in Java Minecraft. Maybe not? I don't know. I don't think I need that much sand. Like, I need a decent amount of sand, but I don't think I need that much. And I'm not disliking the process at the moment. We'll revisit that if I start disliking the process too much. Because the point is to have fun. So if I'm not having fun, then something's not right. Okay, cool. We're going in the correct direction. Okay, once we get out of the ocean, we'll turn the shaders back on. just need to be able to see in the water, just in case we never find another ocean monument. I called it a temple before. Oops. Is that a downed ship, or is that something I need to avoid? That is just a weird... Oh! There's a chest. Hold on. That is buried treasure. Intriguing. I don't know if I want to look for buried treasure at the moment. Here's the sea temple. Ocean monument. Scary stuff. Map. Once. Start going the wrong direction again. Oops. You just... Pardon me, sir. Do I want to sleep, or do I want to deal? I think I'll just deal, because we're in the middle of the ocean, and the worst that'll come across is drowned. I'm usually going fast enough for that not to matter. I don't know if it'll take us... I don't think it'll take us 10 minutes to get back. I can't tell you the specifics without knowing the version. We're on the most current version. Almost most current version. There might be something else, but we're pretty much at the most recent release. Yeah, there really is just 2 ocean monuments right next to each other. That's crazy. I need to give them a wider berth. They don't like people. I think it's hilarious that the ocean monuments don't show up on the map, though. Is it a snapshot? I'm pretty sure it is. Maybe? I don't know. It just said latest release, so it might be a snapshot, it might not. I don't think it is, because usually, I'm pretty sure you have to deliberately look for a snapshot. You can't just say latest release. I think it's technically the latest release of the game. You crashed into squid. That was certainly not on my bingo card. Wasn't on mine either. Just kind of was there. Really rather rude of him. It's like he saw me coming and was like, I know what would be really funny right now. Okay. So I think at this point I want to start heading in this direction. We'll check in a bit, but I'm pretty sure this is where I want to be. I haven't played Minecraft since the copper structure was added. You mean the trial chambers? Is that what you mean by copper structure? guess if we run into the mushroom grove, then we've gone too far. But hey, if we run into, well, gone too far, we're not far over. But if we run into it, we can go up there and sleep for the night. There won't be any mobs on it. Yeah, trial chamber. That was just recently released, though. Well, maybe not recently, but that was a more recent release than not. So it's not like you haven't... It's not the longest amount of time you could have gone without playing. I am so glad they added consistent music, like an option for you to just make the music always happening. Because I think that was one of my biggest issues with playing the game, was just, maybe not my biggest issue, but like, I would turn music on in the background because music wasn't always on. So I want it to be able to listen to music. Hey look, we're winning. You know why? You know why? Because we navigate it via map. I didn't have to refer back to the chords at all. Oh. Probably should have slept. Those villagers are not having a good time right now. Oh boy, guys, why are you outside? I need to sleep. My brother has been wanting me to try the mod Better on Bedrock. We play on the Nintendo Switch. Interesting. What is Better on Bedrock? Is it... You know why the mobs are so bad? My friend turned it on to hard mode. That would explain things. What is Better on Bedrock? What does that exactly do? So I keep being reminded that I need to illuminate the forest, because things keep spawning in there. Am I going to have to I feel like I'm gonna have to repopulate the village once I build it up. Those villagers were not having a good time when I crossed over. More sand though, so we can start building a... Well, do I even have a fishing rod? I think that was an activity that I did on the other world. I don't think I've gone fishing in this one yet. I don't know if we even have a fishing rod available for me to use. Because my friend's been using all the string to make... She's been using all the string to make... What's the word called? It's scaffolding. She's been using it to build scaffolding. So I don't even think we have string. We do have string. I actually don't know. There's a dragon in the overworld that keeps killing him. The dragon's guarding a tower, apparently. That's all I know. So essentially, it's adding... I'm silly. I need three. It's essentially adding more of a overarching story plot in Minecraft. So I know some people, at least in longevity, struggle with having a lack of goals. Because in order to continue on for a Minecraft world for a long period of time, you need to have some level of creativity. Or at least creativity in the sense of self-task giving. Give yourself a task to complete, and then continue on with it. What if right here I build like a little bulletin board that describes all of the projects that are going on and whether or not they're available for other people to pick up? Because technically there's 3 people who live in this area. Melanie hasn't played as much over here. But I could... That could be something. That way if Dasha's looking for anything to do, we could... could be some... Yeah, like, my friend Dasha, they, like, one of their favorite things to do in Minecraft is just menial tasks. So if they're looking for something to do, they could always go to the bulletin board for where materials are requested. And that way Danny can ask specifically for any materials, because I've been getting a lot of the materials for them, for this house right here. Because the tutorial they're following is so frustrating. I'm just fishing on the ground now. Isn't that exploiting your friends for free labor? Not if they want to do it. This is just a bulletin board of suggestions. This is not necessarily a requirement. And is it exploiting your friends for free labor when they want to do it? Like, they're gonna do a menial task anyway, so might as well do a menial task that's helping you complete your task. That's just teamwork right there. Mutually beneficial, some would say. Oh, maybe that's why he wants me to play. I've never found Minecraft all that interesting, because I've run out of things I want to do. I build a house or two, and make diamond armor, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, Minecraft, there is a level of progression, and some people find fulfillment in completing all of the achievements, or leveling up their gear. And that's why a lot of people, they will start a world, do that, and then start a new world and do that again. And that level of progression is fun for them. But that does mean it's very linear, and there's an end. And you can't stick with a world for too long, or you might have to dump your materials, because it's no longer fun. Had frogs a while back. Yeah, I think the people who can keep with a world the longest are the ones who have a building idea in mind. Like, they have a grand scope of what they want to build, or at least enough ideas to keep them entertained for when they want something to do. I fished up a bone. Interesting. Just so much junk on the ground. Okay. I have as requested, I've done a little bit of fishing. So there's your fish content. And now we can get back to the sand content. I love the orange one. He's my favorite color. The orange frog is pretty good. Pretty good. There's like a green one, isn't there? I feel like there is. That llama is still there. Also, I still have more things to mine. I should have made another shovel. Whoopsie daisy. Minecraft only ends if you want to go there. The stimuli is overflowing. Are you talking about the fishing? Or are you talking about the endless possibilities? Because that's what other people get tripped up about the game, is just that there's so much you could possibly do. Some people freeze. Like, there's almost too much to do. And that's some critique that the people have. What is that sound? Is that part of the music? I don't know. Okay. That's some critique that some of the people have for the game, is that it's gotten too complicated. So some will, I think it was like 1.7. I think it is, that they refuse to go past. Maybe it was 1.12. It might be 1.12. That makes more sense. 1.12 that they refused to play past. I think that was near the combat update. Fish and sand content. Of course, of course. Promise on the server, on the stream? I deliver. You're getting all the good content. You're seeing your two favorite things, sand and fish. Nothing more I could do, honestly. Meeting all expectations. But that's how you know it's night, when he starts drinking. Apparently, my iron farm is considered enough of a village that if I wanted to get a cat, it is technically possible. I saw one run into the woods, and I didn't have any fish in order to catch him, so I didn't get any cat, which was sad because he was a cutie, but he ran away, and I don't know where he went, and I haven't seen another cat since. I have a lot of sand in. I guess I could just keep mining dirt. There's guys in the forest. Evil man. Go away. really need to light up this forest. It is so dangerous. Are you just trapped? I think he's trapped. Oh, that man's totally trapped. Alright. Ooh, Gimkin and Creative Girl. Welcome to the stream. We are currently working on expanding. We're contemplating what to do next, but I think what I'm gonna do is expand out. I just finished covering up the cove area, so I think we're going to expand the sand just a little bit further, at least from the view distance. Then we can start texturing things up, but I think that's a good area to maybe a little past those trees at that curve. Let me get another shovel, another couple shovels, and we can start making the next section of the beach. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the commentary. It means it's not annoying, which means you are more likely to stay, which is lovely. You're welcome here. I need one more. Okay, because I have 3. I'm gonna make 3 shovels. It'll be great. So many shovels. Spawn wither. So we're not nearly at that point. We just now got into the nether, and I have no wither skeletons. That might be a later project, because I do at some point want to get another star to build a beacon. But that is not a today project. That is a later project. I can definitely stream another wither fight though. That's just not what we're doing today. I think what we're gonna do actually is I'm gonna have so much dirt in my inventory that we're gonna take the bow. That way I can at least store some of the dirt. You guys are getting way ahead of me. I'm not ready to fight a wither. I still have iron armor. Iron armor is not, it's not wither fighting material. Let's drop off some of this sand in the chest real quick. And then we can, let's define the line of where we're gonna go first. I think visually, I'm gonna cut it off here. We'll definitely expand it further out. So essentially I want to go up until we reach the village that's just over there. But for now, at least in terms of my sanity, this is where we're cutting it off. When are you gonna spawn chests for shulker boxes? Well, that is an after. That is an after we fight the Ender Dragon fight. And that's going to be something I definitely do with my friends. I'm not overly concerned about it though. Just kinda vibing where we're at. I'm not feeling a whole bunch of pressure to go fight the Ender Dragon yet. I have my iron farm, which means I can get like infinite iron tools. So I'm okay with things being a little bit less efficient at the moment. because it's more efficient than a stone shovel. I used stone shovels and pickaxes for a little bit too long there. Three weeks? I'm not sure. I'm just vibing at the moment. I don't have a specific timeline for these things. The goal is to just have fun with my friends and build something I'm proud of. Those are the two requirements I have for this. I think I'll make it a priority when I start doing projects that are a little bit more away from the main area. As I start getting really into building the town that's over there, I might be more concerned about having an easier way of transporting materials. But there's so many other ways to transport materials than just shulker boxes. We could play around with doing a caravan with donkeys. That could be fun. I haven't messed with too many of the early game features that become obsolete when you essentially beat the Ender Dragon and get into end game content. I think it would be fun to explore some of this stuff. Alternatives. Most efficient way to play. But it might be fun to mess around with. I am out of sand. Because it's in the boat. I think that's the most... I feel like there has to be a way to... Yeah, I can access... Okay. Note to self, you can access the chest without actually getting in the boat. Would you say you're good at art? I would... Yeah, I would definitely say I'm good at art. I would sure hope so, considering that's what I majored in college. If I wasn't good at art after I got out of college for it, I would definitely have to do some life thinking for myself. That is my career outside of what you see. For people just coming into the stream, I am a professional illustrator, currently working on establishing myself in my field. And to date, I have worked on 2 published picture books, and I have about 7 books that have been published somewhat in some capacity, either self-published or just printed because I needed a book printed for a specific purpose, or something that I was specifically hired to make for someone. I just recently got a book published called Along for the Ride. It's essentially about a father who drives around his kids to the different places that they need to be, and along the way he's trying to give them life lessons, but as he's reflecting on their essentially childhood and them growing up, he realizes that they taught him things along the ride as well. For live streams, for videos, it's probably over 55k. Average view count? For streams, I usually average around 4 to 5 people who watch actually live. Occasionally I'll get more. And then for off viewing, offline viewing, I usually, I don't know, I get around 50 to 100 views per stream. It's not bad. think my proudest achievement, though, is having, like, consistently the same people coming in and watching my videos and being, like, invested in what we're working on. Like, Bill and Ruth, I don't know specifically when you guys joined in, but I think it was pretty early on in when I was streaming. You came in one day and decided, yep, this is where I like to be, and continued on. Yeah, a lot of my Hermitcraft content, I get over 15,000 views on that. Personal content, I'm still working on gaining an audience who's interested in my original content, so that one doesn't do as well. Work in progress. Just gotta continue on trucking on and making stuff that I enjoy. So if I enjoy it, then there's probably at least one other person out there who enjoys it as well. Yes. Yeah. You guys are the people that join in the streams a lot. And I'm very grateful that you do. Because I know there's plenty of people who, when they're starting off with streaming, they don't have anyone that watches them, or if they do, it's not very consistent. And it's very nice that you guys just consistently join in the stream, because then I at least have the guarantee that I'm not going to be talking to myself for 2 hours. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to stream when you have other people participating in the conversation. We need to get Alyssa on the Hermitcraft server. Oh, well, I do appreciate your faith in my building abilities. That I don't think I'm quite at the level that they need for me to be on the Hermitcraft server. I appreciate the thought, though. It would be fun to interact with, though. They seem like very silly people, and I happen to enjoy hanging out with silly people. I broke my last shovel, so I guess we'll just start filling in sand, and then go grab another shovel. I am so glad I have an iron farm now. Excuse me. I had a special treat with dinner. I had a mandarin flavored soda. It was very good, but it is not helping with audio quality. So I think, yeah, creative growth. I do art a lot. I love art. That is nice. Is there a specific thing you like to make? Is it like, do you like drawing figures, characters, environments, mechs? What do you like to do? I personally like to make anything that involves a story. One of the stories I'm currently working on is called When It Rains. And that includes a lot of my favorite things, which writing a story, character design, research. I get really into the research bit. It's like me and research have a love-hate relationship going on. Because dang do I love to just dive in, but also it takes forever to get something out when researching it. The end product is made so much better for it, but it takes forever. Jim was in the same boat as you at one, right? Now at one point, you'll never know. Forget the end part, yeah. I mean, yeah, but I think she also made more Hermitcraft content in general, and my channel's kind of split between artwork I like to do and then the game I like to play. Yeah, I think I would, as much as I enjoy your guys' confidence, I think in order to prove myself as a viable member of the team, I would, need to present some very good-looking builds of my own design. Like, that bridge, that's not my design. The biome, yes, this is my own design, and it might make something that's slightly worthy for acting as a application onto the server, but then also I think it does require at least a little bit of a committed audience to join in. Like, you guys are committed, but there's like 5 of you right now. I'm a very small YouTuber in a very big ocean. Aaron, welcome to the stream. I mean, completely fair with Lego Batman. I've heard it's the most accurate Batman movie. How is important is getting famous to you? I mean, the perk of being famous is then people would know that my artwork exists, and then it would be easier to get clients. But I'm not overly concerned with getting all of the views. I'm more concerned about building a community of people who like seeing my work and are engaged in what I'm doing. That's what I'm mostly concerned about. I think the only time I was really obsessed with getting subscribers, and I say obsessed very loosely, was when I was trying to get monetized. I think that was the only time I was concerned about it. Not my main concern. I'm just trying to make stuff that I enjoy and have fun with. I'm so glad that I I updated the Better Animations mod. The Endermen were starting to look cursed. A lot of mobs were starting to look cursed the farther into the versions I got. Like, the Enderman heads were just floating a whole block above their shoulders. And the baby zombies and drowned were starting to look discombobulated. Like, every single one of their limbs was just stretched out in a horrifying manner. The eyes on horses still have not been fixed, but at the very least, it looks better now. In everything else. Okay. Nice. Alright, I think I'll grab another shovel. And we can do another layer. This isn't the playlist with Broom. No, it is not. This is just the official Minecraft playlist. Hold on, music and sounds. We have consistent music on, in-game. So we might still get some C418 music in here, but it's not completely his right now. Excuse me. We'll go back to Wander Stop once we do another art stream, which I'm considering doing next week. I'm contemplating what the next stream should be, and an idea I had was making some more mock book covers. Thumbnail them out, get some basic ideas. Because I want to beef up my book cover design portfolio so I could try and get some jobs just designing book covers. See, the great thing about art, and the most difficult part, is that you just, once you get one in, like, you just scratch the surface of getting officially published somewhere, and people like your work, then it's so much easier after that point to get work. So I want to update my book cover portfolio designs so I can then apply to a book publishing company to essentially do contract work for them. It would be nice to work in-house, but I don't think they would have me work in-house, because I don't think anyone, at least for book covers, works in-house at the moment. I think that's what we're gonna do next week. Work on book cover designs. DP, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. I hope your day's been going well. I hope everyone who's joined in the last 30 minutes, their day has gone well. Anyone else? I guess you can have a good day too. So did I? No, I rode the boat. Okay. I was about to say, did I ride back when... Did I walk back when I could have rode? No, I rode back. Sorry, I must go, but it was a delight tuning into the stream. You'll have to join the next one. Thank you for joining. We should be streaming again at the same time next week, so if you want to join in again, feel free to. Extend the beach up too much from over here. I like the idea of that area specifically being unique in how far in the beach goes. I think we'll just go a little bit up here and then transfer into dirt. I think one of the next things I need to get is go decimate a spruce forest so I can collect more saplings, because I am currently out for the most part of saplings. It's kind of hard to build a biome without it. I also need to remove the perimeter of dirt. Let's not forget that. That is important. I just haven't done it yet, because water's annoying. Just had one block of sand in my inventory. It scared me for a second there. I was gonna need to go find more sand. Yeah, Bill, we haven't heard about your week yet. Tell us about your week. Was it good? I hope it was. We can't mine the dirt with bread. It's just unsanitary. I have about 3 stacks left, so whatever we're gonna do up here, I can't get too extensive with it, else I'm not gonna have enough for the perimeter. I do want to get to the perimeter. think it would be interesting if we could add an area of tide pools. Tide pools are just really fascinating. I think that would be a good addition. Help make the beach feel more alive and less like a tourist spot waiting for the next umbrella. What is the name of this song again? This is like one of the most iconic Minecraft sounds. What is this? Hold on. We can figure this out. We have the technology. Wait. It just disappeared. Okay. It turned on Music Toast, but apparently it's not gonna tell us the name. How annoying. Okay. Danny? Okay. Do you know how many kids fear quicksand? A lot. A lot of kids fear quicksand. To the point that it was made into a meme of being like, I thought quicksand was going to be more of an issue in my adult life. Not me specifically, but that was like the specific meme of someone saying, dang, they really hyped up quicksand as a problem. When, in actuality, it's not all that dangerous. At some point, your weight will be displaced in the sand enough that you'll stop sinking down. You're most likely not gonna suffocate in quicksand. Trying to avoid hitting the dirt with my shovel, because I don't want any paths. That is not desired at the moment. Maybe later, but not now. Alright, cool. We have that covered up. I guess we can just use up the remaining sand that we have. That's not what I wanted. Why would you do this? I know you're just doing your job. That you did exactly as you were supposed to. But I didn't want you to. You're still stuck without food or water. I guess. But apparently the way to get out of it is you just need to essentially lie flat and then it'll be like floating on water. Your body weight will be dispersed over a larger surface area and you can essentially wiggle out that way. Or if you have someone who's around you, they could just do the classic thing of finding you a rope and then you disperse your weight and they can drag you out. Really, it's not that big of an issue. We got a bunch of natural water features over here, we could build up the tide pool scene. This could be a tide pool. This could be a tide pool. It's a little bit deep for a tide pool, but can definitely elaborate on it more. So we have 11 sand left from the sand that we collected, which means the next time I'm gonna need to get more sand. Dang it. Also, I need to find a place to put the bamboo and the sugar cane, because it's not matching the color palette vibe. Usually it's not that deep anyway. What tidal life is in this game? Tidal life? Much. We could definitely get some turtles in, but that's not quite the same. Got algae and fish. They didn't add crabs in. Not yet, anyway. I guess if we wanted to have some beach penguins, we could have some beach penguins. They'll like it on the beach. Be something. Alright, once we sleep, I'm going to make some signs. I think it would be a really good idea if we made that notice, like, quest board. Alright. First things first, we need some more wood. And to get rid of things. That wood. But I might want to make this a lighter wood, actually. I don't have a lot of lighter wood. It might just have to be a dark wood. Iron for the fancier. Let's see. Hanging sign. Oh, definitely. Okay. Chains are not as expensive as I thought they were. And we can do this. Heh. Can we not have a hanging sign? Wait. Does it need to be logs? It needs to be logs? Oh, that's so much more expensive. Why? Why are you like this? Hanging signs are a lot more expensive than I thought they were. Who made this crafting recipe? You You should build a cage. Hello, Frozen Tesseract. Welcome to the stream. Why exactly should I build a cage? What are we caging? Are you talking about the copper golems? Oh, we get 6 of those. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. Okay. I'm not so mad now. Please elaborate on why we need a cage. Explain yourself. And yes, copper golems have been added to the game, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was gonna... Why did I think that was gonna do something else? Okay. I want it to just be textural in the sense that it comes out from... I made way too many of those. I'm probably also gonna need to find some glow squid. There we go. Quest board. Oh. Need to raise that up one. It's never a good sign when streamer asks you to explain yourself. That's not what I meant. I do not condone false copper golem imprisonment. Might be too high. Let's see. Okay, it needs to be on the bottom layer. It can't be on the top. Because top does not work. Okay. That was why I was feeling a little bit too high. West. Forward. So I realized I never turned back on the shaders. Hold on. There we go. Okay, what current quests do we have going on? We have... building the tree. Love typing. Okay. Tree house. And then we'll mark that with who's heading it. Building biome around base. Melissa. Do we have any other projects going on at the moment? Village transformation? Cityfication? Don't know I mean, I'm making up that word, so. I guess I get to choose the spelling on it. What exactly is an art fight, by the way? Art fight is an event that happens every July. It's an annual event, and people essentially join one of two teams, and they will post their characters up to be attacked. And those, you can essentially attack characters on the other team to get points. And the team that gets the most points is the winner. And there's no real prize, it's just internet clout. It's a good way to encourage people to improve their artwork, to work on it. And it's just something fun to do. I like challenging myself, so a lot of my pieces were a lot more involved than most people would necessarily do for an attack. But it's just the way I found my fun with it. So that's what I did. Dirt, sand, spruce saplings. What else do I need? Fauna? Oh, fauna again. Get up real quick. Both my phones are dead. Oh, goodbye, Bill. Have a good rest of your night. I was very glad to see you join in. Do you want to know what one of my 2 hyperfixations have been for the past couple weeks? Yes, please tell. Oh, it's spelled with an A. Fauna. Like that. I think that adds a nice little touch. And we could also add in a couple barrels. Let's sleep first, though. The Omnicord? Omnicord? Explain. What is the Omnicord? It's a very cool instrument, and I want one so bad, but I never ended up learning it. I'd never end up learning it, probably. Hey, not with that attitude. You could definitely learn it. Is the Omnicord, which one is that? Hold on, let me look it up. I want to say it's that, like, face on a stick? No, this is something else. It's like a keyboard. Okay. What makes you say that you couldn't learn how to do it? It looks like it would be a fun instrument to even just push buttons on. Push buttons and make noise happen. Which, that's like the first thing you need, is something that's fun to push the buttons on. It can sound like a lot of different instruments. That's fun. It looks like something that would be very fun to mess around with, which I think is quite necessary when learning. Barrel here, a barrel there. Then maybe I'll grab a plant pot. Do I need to put dirt in the plant pot? Maybe. It was definitely a requirement at some point. Nope. Cute. Bro, I almost got one of those faces on a stick. No, I do not mind. My friends use bro and dude a lot. It's fine. I see it more as a like a gender neutral. It's like definitely more towards boy, but also it has the similar vibes of guys. We're not talking about necessarily guys here. We're talking about a collective group of people in like a group, not just guys. If you get what I mean. I feel like they have similar vibes. Okay, let's empty my inventory and decide if there's anything else we need to do for tonight anyway. So many signs. It'll get used at some point though, because we've been using a lot of wood in our base. I could make a picture frame and we could put that on the wall. That could be fun. Ooh, I have another thing to add to the quest board now that I'm thinking about it. It's like, did I get the recipe wrong? No, I just didn't put it in. Bill left just as he stole my crown. How dare he? Well, yeah, it's pretty gender neutral. Yeah, I would agree. Hey, Bill left, so you have time to build up your own personal... You have time to build up... You have time to build up the words. You can build up your chat score while he's gone. So technically you can catch up. Would it be too cluttered if I added another chest here to hold some of the cartography stuff? I could make a barrel. That way it doesn't feel like I could put it in the floor. Oh, we have a lot of spruce slabs. I did not realize we had so many spruce slabs. There, we can put the cartography stuff right there. It'll be by the map, but it won't look out of place. I don't know what it counts to be #1 in streams. I was early for a stream, and I only sent one message, and I was #1. I think it depends, one, who's in the stream, two, who is, how many points, how much you've talked in the stream, and how consistent some of the viewers are. I would have to, like, look into the meta of it to actually know what it means. but that's the basis of what I have on it so far. I keep guessing wrong on the materials. I've been in the materials chest before. Get out of there. Okay. Maybe I should make a copper golem sorter though. Mumbo just made a design that looked pretty easy to follow. It would be very helpful. And then I wouldn't have to physically sort my chests all the time. I could put it upstairs too, have like the storage of it be here, and then have the drop box be somewhere behind the house or like upstairs. So then I don't have to come down here to sort the chests. I'll just put the fishing rod there. I know that's probably not the best spot for it, but it's a spot. Okay. Inventory is as empty as it's gonna get. Now I'm gonna fill it back up again with the sun. Because I thought of another quest to add. Basement. Doesn't look quite as neat, but I guess I could have gone up. Whatever. I started the stream with 0 XP, which is odd because I definitely had at least 150 last time. There's already someone sending stuff. I don't know, guys. I'm just really competitive and care way too much. It's fine. I wish more people knew about some of the fandom I wish I could yap about them. I want to be able to truly say that I'm Melissa's biggest fan. That's so really What fandoms are you in? I might know some of them. Could be fun. The sun is setting. Okay. So I have 3 quests going on. Building biome around base. Village acidification. Expand map and basement. And I have materials to collect. Wow! I'm so organized. And I don't want to do any of this right now. Well, I could do it, but then I would, like, easily be committing myself to, like, at least another hour's worth of work. We made good progress today. Got a nice sandy beach. Collected some materials. Haven't really done much here, but a fountain. Started my map collection. I didn't realize you could see Billiard. I gave him most stupid name. I didn't realize you could see his feet through the floor. So silly. Investigators, Word Girl, Warriors, Life Series, but that's like small fandoms, I think. I definitely know about Warriors and Life Series, so you can definitely talk about those 2 things. I'm not if she has released more books, I couldn't tell. I stopped following the series so closely after Firestar died. Like, I still read, I think I've read one, like, the next series after that, on what they started doing with the clan after, I think there was, like, a big flood or something. I don't know, I read a little bit of that, but I was starting to, at that point, I was a little bit out of the age group for reading it. And I had other things to read. That's I got pretty far in it though. Little Gator Guy is a game I'm currently obsessed with, but I haven't played it myself. That sounds intriguing. Is Little Gator Guy about like a little gator who's just trying to be a guy in a human world, or is it like a society of alligators and he's just a little guy in a big alligator world? I know of World perhaps is about a little gator guy. Maybe, perhaps. I'm just going off the cuff on this one, but is it about a little gator guy? Right, quite ready to end the stream yet, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start expanding the tunnel a little bit. That would be a good use of this energy I have going on right now. Live series, I've watched pretty much all of them. We just can't talk too much about the current one because I'm not caught up. I've heard about Word Girl in the sense that I've like know of its existence, but I'm not quite sure on all of its plot to be able to discuss it with you. But you could tell me why you like it so much. Because I know there's like specific, just special little guys in shows and cartoons and whatnot that just, they capture my whole entire heart and make the entire show worth watching. Like, I don't know, one of my favorite characters in My Hero Academia is Izawa, just because he's so tired. He has so many children, and I think it's really funny to envision him just having to emotionally adopt them all. Pretty much all of them. Like, I don't think you would normally do this in a class. It's just this one class. Like, maybe like each year he would have like one or two students that we'd end up emotionally adopting, but like this year's special because it's just gone so wrong, so then he has to emotionally adopt all of them. Got a little gator guy who wants to play with his sister like they used to. They make up fantasy games together, but the big sister is busy doing school and has no time. It's so sad and sweet. That sounds so similar to what happened to me and my sibling. I was essentially the DM. Being the older sibling, I would create games that we would then play together. And then I don't know if I was like just feeling too old for it or if I was like having different interests. And then I just stopped making the games. But my sibling wasn't necessarily ready to stop playing them, so they were just kind of sad that we were no longer playing the make-believe games. An older sibling myself with a little brother, it's so hard. It's probably one of my favorite PBS kid shows. Like, I just like all the villains in it. Also, the game sounds cute, Ruth. That's fair. Having a show with all good characters definitely makes the story. Because you can have the most interesting plot, the most, like, everything's, there's like so much going on, but like without a good character to help accentuate the plot and also fight either for it or against it, the story's not worth exploring without a good character to help you. I watched a lot of people play it, but my favorite playthrough was from Charlie Bailey. I don't think I've heard of that person. Might need to look up this game now. It sounds cute and sad. Cute and sad. Which, it's all you're looking for in a story, really. As my picture book professor stated, you need to make your character suffer. Excuse me. If you saw some of the villains without context, they looked a little strange. Talking about Word Girl. It's fair. I'm trying to remember if Word Girl's shtick was there was a lot of spelling going along, or if that's, I think that's a different. This could be a good staging place for the end of the minecart ride. I think I'm thinking of a different show for things spelling out, letters spelling out the thing that they are. Like, words are essentially building the structure of the thing that they are. So pizza is, the picture of it is the literal word. She defines words. Okay. Slightly different than what I was thinking. Okay. I'm trying to think on how much redstone I would realistically actually need to build this minecart ride. I think I would need more than 10. I don't have that much redstone. Might need to look for some. Third town, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, one of my friends in college, they did a project that was very similar in concept to Word Town, and the idea that words building the thing that they're spelling. What is going on with the colors? It's still having a slightly trippy effect. Okay. That's okay. I think it's better now. Wait, never mind. The show you're thinking of is Word World. Yeah, that one. That one is definitely the thing I'm thinking of. We got there eventually. Love eerie noises. Just gonna mine down. At some point, I want to make it look like it's reinforced with wood. Maybe fancy up the walls a little bit. Essentially, I'm going with the philosophy... Oh, I did not want to mind that one. I'm going with the philosophy of... I don't want to... I want to have something look good aesthetically in a way that it would look if it was built normally. Like, I want to make it look like it could exist realistically, with supports and columns. I need to... How ironic of a song choice. Dry hands. The hands are not currently dry. It does look better. What is your opinion on diorite? It's a hard block to use right. Because oftentimes my first thought on using it is for what you would want to, like, using it for a white wall. And that's, I feel like, sometimes difficult to make look good with all of the speckling in it. You definitely want to desire the speckling. If you want it to look like a clean wall, it is not the block of choice. But I think it's very good for doing color gradients. Oh. And I don't have wood on me. Okay, well, finish that a different day. At the moment, though, we can add in the rest of the staircase. I think that'll be a good rest of the ad. Other blocks like it? I mean, what do you mean other blocks like diorite? I mean, I feel like it's kind of unique in how it looks and how controversial some people find it. Oh. Iron farm's working. I might need more than 35. I most definitely need more than 35. I like bone block pillars for the white walls. The stripes are nice. Yeah, those are pretty nice. I also like calcite. I think it's a good balance of having a little bit of texture, but not being so textured like diorite. Diorite is definitely more in your face about what it is. And calcite is a little bit more quiet, which I appreciate. I'm going to need to update passages that I'm accidentally blocking off here. I need a pickaxe. Been hanging around this area for a little bit. I need more... I need more stairs. We've been hanging around here for a little bit. Be nice to check the iron farm, see how it's doing. I find it so funny that I'm not making it. Oh, right here. I'm like barely scraping my head. Okay. Like that one block. Yeah, calcite. That's exactly the block I'm talking about. But you can also find it in Stony Peaks, and in better form too. That grass block scared me for a second there. I thought it was a monster. It's like, I thought I had this spawn proofed. 48 should probably be enough. And if it's not, I can just make more. I have so much stone. Okay, I am hitting my head. This is slowing things down. I am going to need to grab another pickaxe. I'm gonna need to grab another pickaxe with all these mistakes I'm making. Like, what was that? It's rude, that was. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna need to grab another pickaxe. But I think that is going to be a later issue. 'Cause I think it is time to end stream for the night. Though I can show you what I used calcite for recently. It was an odd pairing of wool and calcite together, but I think it works. We need to texture this wall more. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do to finish the building. I just needed to move the animals because they were in my way. Okay, I'm getting eepy sleepy and it is time for bed. So, I will be streaming again next week on Wednesday, usual time. I'll let you know if I feel inspired to do another stream a different day. But for now, you have a good rest of your night, and yeah, see you soon. Goodbye.